CVA's Accura Series, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment is being sponsored by Mowing and More, proudly serving Wilson County for over 15 years. Give them a call for all of your lawn care, landscaping, and irrigation needs. Welcome back, everybody. This week's Recipe of the Week is being sponsored by Courtney's Restaurant and Catering Service. You can go see them right there at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in beautiful Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And tell them that we sent you from right here at Southern Woods and Waters. Don't forget, tomorrow's Catfish Day.
I'm telling you, you better go over and eat.
You better get in there, because we're not going to be around there to get it this time. I'm going to be in West Tennessee.
I'm going to tell them I want John's portion.
Guys, I got something special for you tonight for tonight's recipe. I've got a good friend of ours in here. Mr. Charles Mitchell's here tonight, and he's going to share with you guys a deer recipe that he has shared with us several times in the past at some of our wild game dinners at the church and other times. So, Mr. Charles, I'm just going to let you take off and kind of tell these folks what you've got for us here.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. Anytime I ask my family what they would like for me to cook for them, they say mustard fry. This is a recipe. It's a venison recipe. I cook it out of the hindquarters of venison. One of the main things about this recipe is the way you prepare the meat. I love to harvest my own deer. I'm very meticulous about how I take care of my meat. As soon as the animal's harvested, it goes in the refrigerator for 2 days, and then I debone it and freeze it. When I thaw it out, as I say, one of the most important things is how the meat is cut up. As you know, all muscle has sinew or a fibrous sheath around it. And in order to make it taste good, in my opinion at least, all of this has to be trimmed away. We cut it up into bite-sized pieces. I usually make a pretty big batch at a time, and then I put it in a pan and pour milk over it, just any kind of milk. Doesn't have to be buttermilk, any special kind. I like to marinate it at least overnight. If it's a day or 2 or 3 or 4 later, it just makes it better. When I get ready to cook it, about an hour before I cook it, I pour the milk off. The lactic acid in the milk tends to tenderize it, make it taste better. And then I put just plain prepared mustard, just yellow mustard on it for about an hour. I like to do it at least an hour. As I say, if it's longer, it's no big deal. As you can see, this is venison that's already been put into the mustard a while back. And then I take just regular prepared flour, put it on it, mix it in real good. This pan has good hot oil in it. And what I like to do, I don't like to deep fry stuff. I'm not into real greasy stuff. So when I do this, I take just small pieces, individually put them in the grease, like that. And as it cooks, it's kind of a time-consuming process. As it cooks, I'll take a fork and just continue to turn it until it's golden brown on both sides. And then I put it, I'm real big on draining things real good. As I say, I don't like greasy food. But if you take this and put it in, take it and cook it like this, drain it good. I'll be honest with you, I have tried literally dozens of ways of cooking venison before, and this is probably my number one
Keep coming
way.
back to the same one, huh?
I keep coming back.
If
Can they
people
smell that
smell
over the
right
mic? Can they
If,
smell that over
if,
the
if it's not
CSPs?
broke, don't fix it, right?
Right. I don't know if I can
We're going to have
smell
people
that.
coming from down the hallway
Yeah.
here in a few minutes.
Well,
Exactly.
Tell them to come on. I've got plenty. But that's the basic recipe. As I say, it's just called mustard fry. I don't know exactly how much time we have to cook, but I think you can get the idea. But I emphasize one time again, one of the most important things is taking time, and it does take time.
It does.
When I prepare my meat, when I debone it from the hindquarters, I try to separate the individual muscles as best I can. And then when I cut across that, I'll take a very sharp Cutco fillet knife, and I cut all that kind of whitish looking fibrous layer off of it, because that's what makes it taste like rubber bands. I don't like eating rubber bands, guys.
Me neither. So you just want to get that brown on each side, and it's ready to go. I mean, a couple minutes.
Ready to go.
We're ready to
It
eat some.
doesn't take long at all.
We'll be trying some out here in just a
Now,
few
some
minutes.
I done
people
tried
like to
some
put it in a
Yeah, we did.
deep fryer, but
Too deep.
I
I
think-
prefer doing it this way.
I think that's perfect. We got to try some that he had made earlier this evening in the studio
And it was
earlier,
great.
and it's fantastic.
I mean,
so we're looking
marvelous.
forward to this fresh stuff.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back here in just a minute with a calendar of events for you and some more Southern Woods and Waters.
Thank you.